How's it everyone, Grant here, welcome back to the channel, and today I've got several cases here from Poetic for your iPhone 10. So first off, thanks to Poetic for sending these cases out for me to review, and you can get them on Amazon. I'll leave the links in the description, but really quickly here, we've got starting from the far left, we've got the Guardian case here, so that's on sale right now for about $13, and it comes in multiple color options. So as you can see here, I've got the black, but it also comes in black blue, black green, as well as pink gray. So you've got multiple color options there. And this one right here is going to be the Lucent case, $10 as you can see there. And it also has multiple different color options. I've got the black, but they also have blue, gold, and rose gold. And moving on to this one right here, that is going to be their more protective case. That is their Revolution style case there. And that is $12.95, $13 right now. And I believe this is only coming, no, they actually do come in multiple colors now. Used to just be black, but now they've got this blue gray as well as pink. So nice to have all these different color options. And then you've got the Nubic credit card style case right here. Slim credit card style case for $7.95, $8. And I believe this might have a blue option as well. So obviously I have the black one, but you do have brown and navy blue as well. So Poetic coming out with a bunch of different color options at some nice prices. So if you like what you see here and choose to pick up one of these cases for yourself, I'll leave the link in the description. And all these cases come in the standard Poetic packaging, so they come in this kind of a nice little packaging here with the sealable tabs up there. So very nice packaging from Poetic. They all come in this style of packaging, and they all come with this nice little 3-year warranty. So if anything goes wrong, it breaks out of normal wear and tear, you've got a nice little 3-year warranty there. So that's good from Poetic. And we'll just go from left to right. So we'll start with the Guardian case here. And as you can see here, it's a 2-part case, so you're going to have a screen protector here. It's plastic, so it's not like a tempered glass, but it's going to act as your screen protector if you don't have a tempered glass on your phone already. And this is the back piece here. So this is going to offer a lot more protection than normal TPU-style cases. So we'll just go ahead and place the front cover onto our phone. So I've got actually a tempered glass from Poetic on here already, so let's see if it plays nicely with this tempered glass. I think if we're just careful, it'll fit. So we'll just snap it onto the top there. And as you can see, it goes on over the tempered glass there. So this does seem to play nicely if you already have at least the Poetic tempered glass on there. And we'll go ahead and snap it into the rest of the case. Just like that. So there you go, you can see it from the back. It's a nice clear style case with these wings on the bottom that kind of raise up, which is really nice because if you place it down on the table like this, and if you're moving it around, it won't scratch up this kind of plastic back here. So really nice. This bottom here will actually protect it from getting all scratched up, so I do like that. As you can see here, the ports on the bottom do line up, so you actually have a flap to cover up your lightning port, so extra protection against dust and whatnot. And you can see there you've got your cutouts for your speaker grills. You can see your volume buttons and your mute switch, so you can easily get into that mute switch off, on and back off, just like so. And there is your power button, nothing up top. You can see there the camera module is protected. It is a little bit recessed in there. And we can check out the front display. So you can see there you get a lot of front protection there. There's a lot of lip here. This is all raised up around the edges. So if you put it face down, you can move it around. Plus you've got that added plastic screen protector there. Power button works. We'll swipe up for Face ID. That works no problem. And you can see here the plastic front protector is raised a little bit above the screen. So you don't get any of that rainbow effect and it doesn't stick to the screen. But downside of that is you can actually feel the gap between when you press on the coating here on the protector and the display. So you're gonna feel a little bit of that gap there, but touch sensitivity is okay. Like I can touch things and as you can see, no problems. It just takes a little bit getting used to because you're not touching directly onto the glass. You can feel yourself touch that plastic and a little bit of the gap before you actually touch onto the display, but as you saw there, force touch is still fine. And you just gotta get used to a little bit of that sensitivity, but it does work. It just does feel a little bit odd to begin with. And you can see there, it covers the notch, but they have cutouts. So I don't really like the look of that with the round holes like that. It looks a little bit odd to me, but that's a purely aesthetic thing, and it's going to be really up to the individual person about what you think about that. So a really nice case offering to provide you a little bit more protection than most cases with a little bit of style here. I do like this colored rim in here. Provides a little bit of a nice look there. So that is the Poetic Guardian for the iPhone 10. All right, so next up we have the Poetic Lucent here. So this is just going to be a normal slip-on case, no front protector here. Obviously a clear TPU case, and you got that kind of grayish sides to it. Of course, you saw the other color options that you can go with. So we'll go ahead and put this into, we'll go ahead and put the phone into the case here. And again, I have the Poetic tempered glass screen protector, so you can see there, it is playing nicely with that tempered glass. So there you can see what it looks like from the back with that clear design showing off the iPhone 10 design. And you've got some Poetic branding here at the bottom, Poetic, and you've got protection for the camera module there. So it is recessed in there a little bit, so it protects the camera module. And of course you have your volume up and down as well as your mute switch, which is accessible. Flip it on and off, no problem. And power button here on this side. And you've got the cutouts at the bottom for your lightning port as well as your speaker grills. All line up nice and neat. Power button definitely works. Flip up for Face ID, volume up and down, no problem there. So we can go ahead and take a look at the front. It is raised above the display, so if you don't have a tempered glass or any kind of screen protector on it, you can put it face down on the table again and not worrying about scratching up the display. And this does not really raise up as much as the previous case, so you're not going to get that protection if you choose to lay it on its back. It could still scratch up the back here. But I do like the way this looks, and I do like it how they have these nice little colored accents. So a good way to show off your iPhone 10 design, adding a little bit of color and design to it while having a bit of protection without too much bulk. So that is the Poetic Lucent case right there. And next we have the Poetic Revolution, which is one of their more protective cases. Again, a two-part case, just like the Guardian, except there's no clear backing here. So we'll go ahead and carefully put this on because I do have a tempered glass. It does work with a tempered glass, but I suggest you put it on very carefully so you don't raise up the glass. So I'll usually put it on from the back here, and it'll snap on. And I'll put it on the rest of the front there. And then we'll go ahead and just put it into the case. There we go. Snap into the bottom there. And there we go. Make sure we push down the sides so it kind of locks in, like you can hear there. So there we go. So you can see it from the back, really meant to be a protective case, one of their most protective cases here. So no clear back design, hard shell plastic here, and you got some of these bumps and grooves for a bit of grip. You can see a little bit of that Poetic branding there at the bottom, along with a kind of wing style here. You don't raise up, I don't think, as much as the Guardian, but it does raise up a little bit. And besides, you don't have a clear back, so nothing to really scratch up and worry about there. So we can go ahead and take a look at all the ports. So there are your speaker grills exposed, as well as a flap again for your lightning port, so additional protection from dust there. And then we've got your power button on the right hand side there, as well as the volume up and down and the mute switch. So we can go ahead and see if we can access the mute switch, no problem. And you can see the power button works. We'll go ahead and access Face ID. And again, this has that plastic front protection shield, so if you don't have a tempered glass, you can be using something like this. And this has the plastic front protector just like the Guardian, so if you don't have a tempered glass, you can use this to protect your display. But again, because it's plastic, there is a gap between that plastic protector and the display. So you're going to get, again, just like the Guardian, have to get used to some of that gap and how it feels to actually touch the plastic and then the display. But as you can see, touch sensitivity works. As you touch around, no problem. Force touch works. All that is just a little bit of a different kind of a touch that you have to get used to when you press on the plastic and you feel that little bit of that gap between the display. Again, just like the Guardian, same thing. Covers up the notch so you have those round holes there, which up to you if you like that or not. I don't personally prefer that, but again, just something to point out. You have your front lip protection very much raised up just like the Guardian. So this is pretty much just like the Guardian, except you're going to get this black plastic instead of the clear coating back of the Guardian. So again, you have the protection for your camera module recessed nicely in there. Like I showed you, all the buttons work. So this is the Poetic Guardian for the iPhone 10. This is one of their more protective cases. So if you want extra protection for drops, as well as a front protector if you don't have a tempered glass, this could be a good option for you here. So again, Poetic Guardian for the iPhone 10. And so actually taking a look at the tempered glass, after using some of these cases like the Revolution and Guardian with this front protector here, you can see it's actually kind of pushing up and peeling up my tempered glass. So on second thought, I really wouldn't recommend these cases if you already have a tempered glass screen protector. If you don't, I think these are nice options, because if you don't always want a tempered glass or screen protector, you can use this case. When you don't, you can always just pop it out and use a different case. But again, like I said, if you have a tempered glass, like you can see there, it's kind of peeling up around the edges. I can always push that down a little bit later and I think it'll be fine. But Again, just because I see that, I wouldn't recommend you get these cases with these front protectors if you've got a tempered glass. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the next case, which is the Poetic Nubbit credit card style case. It's a slim credit card style case. I love these style of cases because it allows me to take like my driver's license and a credit card, which is pretty much all I need on most days, and leave my wallet at home without adding a lot of bulk in my pocket. So we'll go ahead and put the iPhone into the case. And this definitely plays well with this tempered glass because I've been using this combination for weeks and the tempered glass was just fine until, of course, I dropped my phone and I shattered it and had to replace it. But it's good to know that the tempered glass could take that drop and that this case was able to absorb the blow regardless of being so thin. So you see there are ports at the bottom for your lightning port as well as speaker grills line up, as well as for your volume buttons, as well as a mute switch, which is easily accessible. And then you've got your power button here on the right. And of course, power button works, no problem. And of course, Face ID is tough behind the camera, but there you go. And we get the volume up and down. Power button, no problem. And you can see the camera module. So it does provide a little protection for your camera module. It's recessed in there very nicely. And to get your credit cards out of the case, you just take this pull tab here. Just pull and out come the cards. And when you want to put them back, you just go ahead and put them in and insert them. The tab goes back in just like that. So easy in and out to access your credit cards or whatever cards you have in here. I would go with 2. You might be able to fit 3, but 2 is comfortable. I don't know if I'd go beyond that because it would really stretch out this leathery material here. And of course you have Poetic branding there as well as Poetic branding on the bottom and this grippy leather-like material. So it really adds a lot of grip in your hand with the kind of rubbery sides to it. Adds a lot of grip for such a thin case. And you've got this nice little felt-like material here to add a little bit of character. Some people don't like that. I don't think it looks too bad. I just like the fact that it's a very thin credit card style case that I can take with me on the go and leave my wallet at home on most days. So there you go. That is the Poetic case lineup for the iPhone 10. Again, links will be in the description. Any questions or comments, leave them down below. And as always, thanks for watching.